Hello, welcome to today's practice. We are going to be doing a flow class with a little bit more emphasis on our core. So I hope that you are ready to dive into what I hope will be some fun. We are going to start on our backs. As you can see, I don't have any props today, but of course you're always welcome to have blocks, anything you need to enhance your ability to be your best in your practice. More so, feel your best is how we be our best, okay? So take your time, bring your feet to the top of the mat. And from here, we're going to reach the arms forward. We're going to take a really nice big breath in and lift up tall. And then you're going to tuck your tailbone and slowly lower down. And you're going to breathe that whole time. And then when your head gets down to the mat, you're going to release your arms out to the side. And you're going to take your feet quite wide. So be generous with that width and let the knees just gently buckle in. And then allowing the eyes to be heavy. Allow your cheeks to be softened. And let your jaw release its grip. And I want you to bring all your focus to your chest. Feel the breath moving through it as you inhale and exhale through the nose. And then start to create a deeper expansion into your belly, into the back body. And just feel every part of you soften and settle. Really committing to taking this time to yourself. Dissolve as many of the distractions as you can, and let's breathe our way through it. And just noticing the current shift from when we started just a moment ago. On your next inhale, let's open the knees. Now from this position, you're going to walk your feet a little bit closer, but they're going to be on the mat, but still wide, but a mat width apart. Take your right heel, hook it to the outside of the left knee, and then reach your arms out like a T or a goal pose position. And then just take your time and let the knees drop over to the right. So you're going to feel that release, that stretch through the left side of the body. And then I want you to straighten your left arm up in line with your ear and then reach over with your right hand and just grab that wrist. And you're just going to gently pull here. Just getting a little bit more length and space in the left side of your body. And just fill yourself up with 2 more breaths. On this next exhale, see if you can use that right heel to just pull the outer edge of the left knee just a little bit. And then inhale, keep the arms the same. What you're going to do is bring the legs back to center, release them straight out onto the mat, and then you're going to bring both feet over to the right edge, maybe even hooking your left heel. And then you're going to pull that left hand with the right all the way over as we take this nice, just juicy side body stretch. And then just fill that left side of your body with your breath. Try to feel a nice release as you exhale. Then we'll take 1 more breath here. On your inhale, slowly coming back to the center, and then just kind of create like a little bit of like a star position. Just reach the arms and then just take a moment to feel the difference between the left side of your body and the right. Take 1 more breath. And then slowly bend into the knees from this position. You can keep your arms there for now. Left heel will hook the right knee, and then you'll just gently guide those knees over to the left side. Now straightening the right arm, snuggle it right up close to your ear, and then left hand grabs right wrist. And then you're just going to pull into that, breathing deeply here. Continuing to just anchor in. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And 1 more like this. On your next inhale, keep the arms the same, just slowly bring the legs back to the center and then release your left leg and your right leg and inch them over to the left edge of the mat. They might even go beyond. Right heel can hook left knee, and then you're gonna pull your upper body over into this nice side body stretch. And then just breathe into that, soften into it. Enjoy just 2 more breaths here. And 1 more like this. On your next inhale, you're going to take your time, come back to the center, and then 1 more time, just take that star-like shape, take up a little bit more, and then just feel the left compared to the right. Feel yourself fully supported, and we'll take 1 more breath. On your next inhale, you're going to reach your arms straight out, or like I said, you can bend the elbows due to space if you need. We're going to bend into the knees and then bring the feet together. So now take a moment to just lengthen your low back, and you're going to lift 1 leg up off the floor followed by the next. Now we're going to squeeze the knees, spread the toes, and you're going to keep that together. So you're gluing your feet and knees together. We're going to inhale here. Now gluing your left shoulder down to the mat, you're going to exhale. Let your knees dip over to the right. They're not going to touch the floor by any means. You're going to inhale here and then exhale, slowly coming back to the center. Inhale in the center, melt your right shoulder, exhale, dip over to the left side. Keep your ribs hugging in, take a big breath in, and without momentum, just slowly coming back to the center. And again, inhale here, exhale, dip over to the right side, inhaling to stay, just showing that control as you exhale, slowly come back to the center. And again, so we move on the exhales, but we soften the shoulders. Every time we try to go a little bit deeper, and then exhale, coming back to the center. What I really want you to focus on is that connection between your belly button and your rib cage. So as the knees dip to the right, hug the left ribs in, scoop that right side to come back up to center. 1 more time. Inhale here, and then exhale, dip over to the left. Inhale to stay. Squeezing in to come back to center. Now separate your feet hip width apart. You're going to bring your hands to your knees, and we're going to just create some friction between the two. So you're going to tuck your chin to your chest, close your eyes. You're not going to see a movement here, but you're sure are going to feel it. So lengthen your low back, scoop your belly button in. You're going to feel your knees, your thighs press into your hands already, but now do it with a little bit more strength, and then resist by pushing your hands into your knees. And then just keep breathing here as we start to really wake up through that core, and we're just holding here. If you don't feel it, you need to press more, pull more with your thighs, and just keep breathing here for 3. If you feel any tension in your low back, scoop your belly button more and ease off if you need to. We have 1 more deep breath, and then slowly release that. Just take an inhale here. We're gonna add on. As we exhale, lengthen that low back and start to press. You're gonna inhale, lengthen the back of the neck, and then we're gonna exhale and hold here, scooping the belly button in. So you're gonna keep pressing, squeezing, and of course, breathing. We'll take 1 more here. You can hear that quiver in my voice, so this is not easy. If you're not feeling work, press more, pull more, and then slowly release the head back down. Great job, my friends. So we're gonna do it 1 more time, adding 1 more little option. As you inhale, lengthen the low back, squeeze that belly button to the spine, and start the connection between your hands and your thighs. Tuck the chin towards the chest, exhale, lift. Now on your inhale, you're gonna keep the connection strong with your left hand. We're gonna reach that right arm away, right leg away. Exhale, lift it straight up, hand in line with your hip. Inhale, reach back. Really keep that connection with your left hand and left thigh strong. Exhale, bring it back. Now make sure that you're looking forward, not up. If you're feeling tension in your neck, just work with the leg and support the back of the head, okay? We have one more here. Exhale. And then bring your hands to your knees. Let's slowly lower the head. Just take a breath, ease off. Wiggle out a little bit. Really good job. So you should feel it as you inhale, lengthen the low back. Be proud of what you're doing here, everyone. Let's tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, peel up. Shoulders relax. We're gonna inhale, left leg reaches, left arm reaches. Exhale, left arm reaches forward, leg kicks up. Inhale. Now again, the trick here is that right hand, right thigh. You're still working super hard there to create that strong core connection. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it back. 2 more. Inhale, almost there. Exhale with control. Inhale, last one. And then exhale, let's bring the hand back to the knee. Push up just a little higher and then slowly release. Now just take a breath. Inhale through your nose. Let's take a big deep sigh out. Really good job, everyone. Now bring your legs back together. We're gonna grab the backs of the knees, tucking the chin towards the chest. And then from that position, we're gonna take our time and roll up into a boat position. We're gonna inhale here, lift the heart. From that position, you're gonna see if you can lift the shins while keeping the chest up. And then arms are gonna reach forward, shoulders down your back, and then maybe we even lengthen the legs. And we hold here for 3. Continuing to breathe deep. Soften a little bit wherever you need. One more breath, lift up a little more. I know you can. And then cross your ankles, take your time. Well done, everyone. Come into the tabletop position in the center of your mat, okay? So we're gonna just rock the hips a little bit side to side. Just taking a few breaths to move around, work out any of the kinks from the day, or your sleep if you're doing this in the morning. And then take your time as you shift the weight forward. Now, we're in that tabletop position. We're gonna do our cat-cow with a little wrist stretch, a little bonus. So we're gonna turn the fingertips towards the knees. You're gonna press your thumbs down. We're gonna take a soft bend into the elbows, just a tiny one, and you're gonna inhale, open and expand the chest. Look up. And then exhale, press away from the floor and round through your spine. Let's do it again. Let's inhale, open and expand the chest. Big breath. Exhale, and then you're gonna push away. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, opening and expanding into the chest. Exhale, pressing away, and then just holding that space, but continuing to breathe. One more big inhale here. Exhale, push away a little more, and then inhale, slowly take your time and come into your tabletop. So then from this position, we're gonna inhale, heart forward. We're gonna scoop that belly button to spine. Keep your shoulders down your back. You're gonna tuck your toes, and then we're just gonna hover the knees. Now, as you hover your knees, you're gonna wanna round your spine. So make sure that you're keeping that length in your back, heart forward, and then we're breathing here. Notice, am I starting to favor the pinky side of my palm? Can I press that thumb and index finger while wrapping the elbows to point back and bringing the heart forward? One more deep breath. And then dropping the knees down. We'll shift the weight back, just taking a breath. We're gonna do that again. On your next inhale, slowly shifting the weight forward, hugging the ribs in. We're gonna lift the knees to a hover. And then option, you extend the right leg back, heart forward, and see if you can lift that right leg. We're holding here for 3. So you're pushing away, scooping in, and breathing into it for 2. One more breath. Now see if you can bend the right knee, bring it back to that hovered position, and then drop the knees down. Really good job. Let the weight come back. Take a nice inhale here. And a big exhale out. On your next inhale, we're gonna play with that one more time. Heart forward, ribs in. We're gonna scoop scoop and lift the knees off of the floor, digging into your right toes. Extend the left leg back as an option, and then lift the left leg as a further option. Breathing here, ribs in, and just connecting with that ability to relax through what's challenging, to soften. One more breath. Try to keep that hover, my friends, as you bring that right foot, hold it here, and then take your time. Shift the weight back from this position. You're gonna let the head get heavy. And then we're gonna inhale, come forward. Now untuck your toes, walk your knees and feet together. And then hands are gonna come forward, and we're gonna find our modified plank. So you're gonna press away from the floor, inhale here, and then slowly, with control, lower down to the ground. Now, bring your hands underneath your forehead. Now I'm gonna get you to bring your feet a little wider. Okay, so hip width, or if the low back is tight, even wider than that. Glue your forehead to your fingers. We're gonna inhale here, and then you're just gonna peel the upper body off of the mat. Slide the shoulders down your back as you hug your ribs, and just lift a little bit higher. Exhale, and slowly lower back down. Now as you inhale, lengthen through your legs and then lift the legs. Breathing deeply here. Making sure you're not scrunching your shoulders. Have a soft foundation pressing into those elbows to remind the shoulders to relax. Hug the belly button in and lift just a little higher. And then slowly lower back down. Take a clearing breath here. And then we're gonna inhale, start the same, lifting the upper body. However, this time we're gonna add the legs, and then option, we sweep the arms back, and we lift from here. So everything comes flying up off the mat. You're gonna inhale, lengthen a little bit more, peel up a little bit higher, take one more breath, and then slowly lower down. Really good. So now we're gonna find our forearm position here. So you can have your palms flat, or you can interlock your fingers. Just don't let your elbows go wider than your shoulders, okay? So you can even grab opposite elbows from there, and then find the position of the hands. Now from this position, we're gonna tuck the toes underneath. You're gonna lengthen your low back, and then from this position, we're gonna lift the hips up. Heart forward, breathing into this. Now, option is to lift the right leg, holding here for 3, 2, and then slowly lower it down if you've lifted, and then we repeat, left leg lifts here. Notice if there's a shift between your elbows. Keep pressing into them evenly, heart forward, and then slowly bring the knees down, foot down, and then knees go nice and wide. Good job, everyone. Let the hips come back. And then arms are gonna reach forward. You're gonna rock a little bit side to side. Allowing yourself to take a really nice, big, deep inhale. And let's take a deep breath out. Now on your next inhale, you're gonna shift the weight forward, and then this time we're gonna tuck the toes, find our way into a full plank. So you're more than welcome to keep dropping the knees. We're gonna inhale, heart comes forward. As you exhale, we're gonna lower all the way down, untuck the toes and bring the hands wider. Breathe in and create space in your back bend. And then exhale, slowly release, hands come back by your floating ribs. Inhale here, and then press up through your plank. Hold it at the top, and then lift your hips up to downward facing dog. Take a nice, big, deep, full breath in, and a big breath out. Now on your next inhale, we're gonna kick the right leg up towards the sky, and you're gonna step your right foot in between your hands. You're gonna drop your back knee down, and then you can untuck the toes. We're gonna inhale here, arms reach up to the sky. So let the shoulders soften down your back a little, and then inhale, just start to look up to the sky. Now create a little bit of space in that. And mostly for most of us, that's gonna mean soften your shoulders a little bit, okay? So one more breath here. Stamp into both your feet, top of the left, bottom of the right, and then keep that as you hinge forward, sweep your arms back, breathing deeply here. So you're gonna notice the demand in that right leg, right hip has changed, and it's gonna require a little more effort to avoid dumping. Keep breathing into it, and on your next inhale, reach your arms forward, and then slowly bring down. Great job. So you're gonna tuck your left toes. We're gonna shift the weight back, and then you can actually slide back a little bit deeper. If this is really challenging for you, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and take as much pressure as you need off so that you can breathe into this, okay? So arms reaching forward, right hip softening down towards the ground, and then just try to promote an even length between the left and right side of your body. Keep lengthening the heart forward. You're gonna feel that way deeper into the back of your right leg. Take one more breath. And then on your next inhale, we're gonna slowly shift the weight forward. So we're in a little bit of a shorter stance. We're gonna keep that, and then inhale, finish in that exalted position. Bring your hands to your hips, and you're gonna lift your back leg, and then press and lift your left leg up. Now, on your inhale, left hand on the inside of the knee, and then we're just gonna slowly push that knee out to the side. On your inhale, reaching your right arm to the right, and you can start to bring your gaze to follow. And then just breathe here. With every inhale, try to feel right from the foundation, a little bit more connection with the inner edge of your left foot, and then lift evenly from there. And just expand a little bit more. One more big breath. Keep the leg there as you inhale, both arms reach up. Start to bring the leg to center. Exhale, kick it forward and down. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, folding forward. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. And then you're welcome to keep with that modified flow, or you can come into that full variation. Heart forward wherever you are, lower with control. Inhale, opening up, and exhale, pressing back into your down dog. So let's take a breath here as you inhale, lengthen your spine a little bit more, and then nice big deep exhale out. Inhale, left leg lifts up to the sky, big breath, and then step your left foot in between your palms. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes, and then we'll reach the arms up. So again, kind of getting that scissoring action of your hips with the right hip coming forward, left hip pushing back, and then you're gonna lift out of the waist. Allow the shoulders to melt down your back, and then just, again, really feel that even press through both your legs. And then keep that nice and even. Take one more breath to lift up. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. And then just keep lengthening. Keep really pushing with the four corners of your right foot, and then start to your left foot, and then push into the top of your right foot and reach your arms forward. Good, and then slowly take your time, bring your hands to frame the left foot. Tuck your right toes underneath, and then you're gonna lengthen back. So if you can, you're gonna shift back so that you can sit right onto that heel. Drop your left hip down, and then lengthen your heart forward. Close your eyes with me. Feel all the feels, my friend. This is an intense position to be in, so just soften. Notice what you need, and give yourself that breathing space. We'll hold here for 2 more breaths. One more like this. On your next inhale, you're gonna slowly take your time and shift the weight forward. So we're gonna keep this shorter stance. Inhale here, find that exalted position just for a moment. And then bring your hands to your hips. Keep that strength and just lift the back leg. Transfer the weight forward and lift your right leg. Right hand on the inside of the knee. And you're gonna start to open that up. Use the left hand to open your hip first, and then left arm's gonna reach left. And then you're just gonna challenge yourself to start to look over the left fingers. And then you're gonna breathe into that. Soften through the wobbles, smile through the wobbles. And then just take a breath. Open a little more. And then keep the leg there as your arms reach up, then just using that strength and that core, hands to your heart, exhale, kick the leg forward. Lower the right leg down, inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, hands to shins as you lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, planting your palms and stepping back into your high plank. Breathe in, heart forward. Exhale, lowering slow. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, pressing back into your down dog. Let's take a clearing breath here together, everyone. Through your nose, breathe in. And through your mouth, let it go. On your next inhale, we're gonna take the right leg up towards the sky, big breath. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. So keeping the back knee down if that's better for where you're at today, or reaching up with that back leg extended. And then you just keep trying to lift up. So rather than opening through the front side of the body, think of lifting through the back side. And what you're gonna feel is a way different stretch through the front of this left hip, and way different strength too. Think a little bit deeper. And feel the action of both feet pressing down evenly, and keep it. As you shift your weight forward, sweep your arms back. And then just breathe into that. And then take your next inhale to keep that, but reach your arms forward. In line with your ears, take just one more breath. Breathe into the back of your body, and then exhale, slowly release. Now, you're gonna take your left foot a little bit closer, a touch to the left, and then you pivot that heel and it stays in line with your hip. So you're gonna breathe here. Now, here's where you could use blocks, or if you don't have blocks but you feel really tight, floor feels really far away, you can push into your right foot but still bend the knee so that you can breathe into that. So just find what works for you here, but everything's supporting your ability to create more length, to breathe deeper, and to soften way more. Just take 2 more breaths here. One more like this. Now on your inhale, shift weight forward, just bend your right knee. What you're gonna do is pop your left heel and then just square it off so your heel lines with your middle toe. Wiggle your right foot over to the left or in line with the left, and then just kind of adjust your hands accordingly. Now start to lengthen through your right leg. This is gonna get really, really sticky. It's gonna feel super awkward, but you're gonna open up a little more into the side of your right leg as well as the back. And then the option here is to take your left hand over to the right, and then you just kind of walk it over, and then you just keep breathing into that. Good, give yourself one more breath. And then on your next inhale, you're gonna take your time. Now, we're gonna keep, as we bring the hands back to center, you're gonna keep this position, but bend your front knee, and then just tuck your left foot behind the right. Inhale, come into a little halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Now, soft bend into the knees as much as you need for this to be a little on the softer side, and then start to press into your feet to add that just little layer of intensity. Relax your shoulders, the muscles in your face. Take one more deep breath. And then on your inhale, you're gonna take a soft bend into the knees. Arms are gonna reach up towards the sky. As you bring your hands to your heart, I want you to lift your right leg back up into that table. Now from here, you're gonna reach down, grab the outer edge of your right foot. If that's not available today, that's okay. Just bring your hand on the inside of the knee. You're gonna open that leg towards the side, and then when you're ready, expand that left arm to the left. Breathe here, and then you're gonna trust yourself to challenge that balance and look to the left. And then you just keep anchoring in, lifting up taller. Exhale, opening a little bit more. Let's take one more breath together. And then maybe we can come back slow. Maybe it's a little wobbly or really fast. That's okay. And inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward, let it all go. And then we'll inhale, hands to shins, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into your high plank. Breathe in, and then lower with control. Creating space for your back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Notice what you notice. And then on your next inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, big breath. Step your left foot forward in between the palms. Back leg can stay strong. Arms are gonna reach up to the sky. You're gonna melt the shoulders down your back. And you're just gonna try to scissor the hips. So right hip forward, left hip back, and then scoop that low belly a little bit more, and then hug your ribs to meet it. So again, it's really creating that space in the back body. One more deep breath. And then you're gonna inhale, sweep the arms back, heart lengthens forward, and you're gonna keep pressing your legs really strong. Hold here for another breath. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms straight forward, pause here. And then slowly bring your hands down to the ground. Now lengthen your left leg a little, and then take your right foot, bend the knee, step it forward just a touch and a little bit to the right so you can pivot that heel. We want the heel in line with the hip, not crossing the midline of the body. So push your left hip up, and then from here, just tuck your chin towards your chest. Breathe deeply into this so that you can just relax. Keep creating space. It's very easy to hang out in this position, right? So especially after the work we've done, right? So just really stay focused. Remember that presence, that focused attention and awareness is just adding that quality and care so we can make the most of this time that we have on our mat, because it's limited, no doubt. We'll take one more breath. And then inhale, slowly bend into the left knee. Now you're gonna just pivot your back heel so it's again in line with the middle toe, and then walk your left foot in line with the right. Adjust your hands accordingly, and then start to straighten through your left leg. Pull your right hip forward, and then just let yourself take a breath here. And if the breath is relatively easy, you can start to walk your right hand to the left, and then just kind of walk out accordingly. And then you'll notice that moment where it kind of tenses up. So ease off just enough so that you can soften instead. And just give yourself 2 more breaths. And 1 more here. On your next inhale, slowly start to frame that left foot again. Bend into your left knee and then step your right foot behind the left. From that position, inhale, kind of like a halfway lift, just lengthen. And then exhale, let it be drippy as you just fold yourself down. Try to press into your feet in a way that hugs the midline of your body, that pulls your heart forward, and breathe into it. Give yourself 2 more breaths. And 1 more here.
On your next inhale, you're gonna lengthen the heart forward, take a soft bend into the knees, and then arms are gonna sweep up to the sky. Now from here, you're gonna bring your hands to your heart, lift the left leg, and then from there, keep your hand to your chest, your left hand reaches down. So you wanna try not to lean forward. You're going to naturally a little bit to get the grip, but if you have to lean forward and can't get your spine straight, just bring your hand to your knee instead. And then we're gonna open that up to the side, breathing into that. And then you're gonna challenge your balance to look to the right. And then just breathe. You're gonna naturally buckle that right leg a little, so just anchor in, lift a little more, and then expand way more. Even if you fall. One more breath. And then slowly, maybe not slowly, come back to the center. And then inhale, arms are gonna reach up, really good job. Exhale, folding forward, letting it all go. Inhale, hands to shins as we lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into your plank. This time we're gonna hold our plank position, digging into the toes, heart lengthening forward. And then option here, we lift the right leg, breathing deeply. If you want a little more, you're gonna bend your right knee to right elbow and then float it back while the heart lengthens forward. 2 more. So you can just find what challenges you, but doesn't diminish you, right? So if it's too much, take a step back. 1 more time. And then float it back. Right toes down, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Take a clearing breath. Inhale through your nose. And exhale it out through your mouth. Inhale, coming forward, find your high plank. Perfectly fine right here. If it's there, you're gonna lift that left leg. And then maybe you even bend into that left knee and then float it back, heart forward. And again, bend into the left knee and float it back. 1 more time, my friends, good job. And then float it back, heart forward, and then drop the knees this time. Well done, let the hips get heavy. Then you're just gonna rock a little bit side to side. And then when you feel ready to settle, let the forehead come down, and then just rock your head side to side. And then just settling into the center, take 1 more deep, full breath here. Big exhale. And then you're gonna inhale, slowly shift the weight forward. Let's kick the feet out to one side, and then we'll make our way into our seated position. So you're gonna scooch yourself forward. Now we're gonna lower all the way down and stay there. So anything you want for your Savasana, please grab it. Toes are gonna come to the top edge of the mat, and then we're gonna reach the arms straight forward. Take a big breath in, lift up tall. And then you're gonna tuck your tailbone, fold the ribs in, and then lower down as slow as you can. Extra added challenge is to hug the ribs more, reach your arms up, and then you just lower from there. Breathe a little bit more. And then go ahead, just bend your knees so the heels come closer to the glutes. We're gonna bring the arms down to the ground, and then we're just gonna press into the arms and take a little lift of the hips. We're gonna do a little bit more core focus rather than that big bridge, that big back bend. So I want you to hug the front of the ribs, and then I want you to just press the arm bones down and lift the hips higher. Give yourself just 1 more breath. And then as you lower the hips back down, we're gonna just take your knees, hug them into the chest, and just really gently rock side to side. Go slower than you want to. And then when you're ready, you're gonna take your time and you're gonna just plant your feet flat, wide as the mat, if not wider. Reach your arms out like a T and then drop the knees in. They do not need to touch, but if they don't touch, it will be a little more intense. So if you experience that, just walk your feet a little closer. Let's just take a moment here to let gravity continue to do the work for us. We'll breathe in, breathe out. Don't rush off to whatever is next. Stay here. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly open the knees up and then extend the legs long into your Savasana. Arms can reach a little bit closer to the sides of the body. And then now just rock your head very slowly, side to side. And then when you feel ready, you're just going to settle into the center, tucking the chin a little bit more towards the chest. And just taking a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. And for just a moment, you do nothing but experience this connection with your strong body, your relaxed mind, and appreciating the deep connection between the two. Allow yourself just one more breath at least here. And then slowly start to wiggle a little bit through your fingers and your toes. And then start to draw the legs so they come together. You're going to reach your arms up and back and get as long as you can from your fingertips to your toes. And then you're going to hug the knees in towards your chest and just rock a little bit side to side. And then you're going to take your time as you plant your feet flat. Let's curl over onto our right side. Just take a breath. And then with the help of your left hand, just push yourself up and we'll meet in a cross-legged position. Sit up tall with me, close the eyes, and just bring a hand together and to your heart. Let the head be heavy. And just notice how you feel. And again, there's an inextricable link between your ability to tap into your strength, not just physically, but mentally too. But it's so linked with your ability to relax in your mind, to dissolve all that kind of negativity that we tend to harbor towards ourselves and maybe even others sometimes. So it's so important to learn to tap into your breath, relax into it, and soften your way through what's next. So thank yourself, honor your body and your practice. Namaste. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. I hope you feel fantastic, and I'll look forward to seeing you again really soon.